Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. Today I'm going to be sharing our February 2025 budget. This is a great one because it is very low-key, normal. We don't have any quarterly or annual expenses that come out in February. So it's kind of a nice, just regular month. We don't have any extra paychecks, which is kind of unfortunate. We did in January and we will again, I believe the next time is in May. But yes, this will just be like a regular baseline budget for us. So it's kind of nice to reset after January. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So first section up here is our W-2 income. So this is just what we expect from our regular jobs. Typically every single month we do have extra income that comes in, what I call side hustle income, but I never count that in our budget because we never know how much it'll be or when I'm gonna get it. So I just count that every single week in our Debt Free Friday videos. So if that's interesting to you, check out those videos every single Friday because I share every week what kind of side hustle income we're getting and where we're allocating that, which, spoiler alert, is always to our financial goal that we're working on, which is right now our car fund. So we are just budgeting off of our W-2 income, which for the month of February, we are expecting $7,700 to hit our account. Now this is after taxes, 401ks, any deductions for health insurance, dental insurance, all of those kind of things. We also have an HSA that we contribute to. So this is the real income that hits our account. So $7,700 for the month of February. So first category here is our mortgage, which we are expecting to pay about $2,527. Now this is actually our mortgage payment for March 1st. And I believe our mortgage payment might be changing as of March 1st. I don't remember if it's March 1st or April 1st. Our mortgage actually got sold a couple months ago, right at the end of the year last year. And so I don't know exactly how this new mortgage lender does things, but I know they did an escrow analysis, or they're currently doing an escrow analysis right now to figure out what our next payment will be. So I don't know exactly if this will still be accurate. I'm hoping it'll maybe be a little bit less because we were paying back an escrow shortage. But then I know that our taxes did go up a little bit. So I don't know. This is all so confusing. And I feel like a part of buying a house that they don't tell you about is just especially when you buy a new build, I should say, because a lot of these problems are mostly because we bought a new build because we didn't have these same issues with our old house, which was a 1960s house and had been there for a long time. But our property taxes have been kind of all over the place. And yeah, it's just been kind of frustrating to not know what's going to happen with our payment every single year. So I'm hoping it'll go down. We'll see. Also, I don't know if that's going to happen for this one or for the next one. So I'll keep you guys updated. But for now, I'm going to be safe and just budget what we had before. If that changes, I will edit that when I need to. Then we have our Peloton membership, which is $45 a month. And that is just our membership to the unlimited Peloton plan. If you guys have been following me in January, I've been working out every single day, which may seem a little extreme, but I'm really trying to get back on my routines. And I feel sometimes I'm a very all or nothing person. And so sometimes it's helpful for me to just tell myself that I'm going to work out every single day because then I know I have to work out every day. Whereas if I do I'll do 3 days a week, then I'm oh, I don't need to work out today. I only need to work out 3 days a week. I don't know if that resonates with any of you guys, but that's kind of how my personality is. So I'm working out every single day in January. So I've been getting my use out of that dang membership after not using it enough the last few months. But yes, $45 for that. Internet is... This comes out right at the end of the month, so I'm going to put the 28th. Internet is $60 a month. That is just for internet. We don't have anything else bundled with that. That is just our high-speed internet. We do have a mid-level plan. We don't have the highest plan. It has worked out perfectly for us. We don't need anything crazy expensive, so that's fine for us. Then we have our reoccurring donation to St. Jude. We do $100 a month. We've been doing that since we got out of debt. It feels nice to have something going to giving every single month. I would like to increase this eventually, but with the daycare costs that we have now, it's just tight in our budget a little bit. So probably won't be increasing that until we're done paying for daycare, but I do want to increase that a little bit moving forward. Daycare, we are doing $9.80 for the month. We pay this weekly. So $9.80 for the whole month. It's $245 a week. And then our brokerage, again, kind of similar to Giving. Right now we're doing $100 a month. I have it the same as the Giving amount. And eventually I would like to increase that as well. So I'm feeling like we'll probably keep these like the same amounts. So like if I bump up our Giving, I'll bump up our brokerage. If I bump up our brokerage, I'll bump up our Giving. It just kind of feels like a good amount, like baseline. So I'm hoping again that like we can eventually increase both of these. But for now, we just want to do a little bit of extra investing. We don't really have any plans for this money yet. I don't know what we're going to use it for, but like someday we'll need it. So I'm just putting $100 aside. We only have a few $1,000s on our brokerage, so it's nothing like super substantial, but it's something. And finally is our electric and gas. And this is actually on budget billing for $196. I think this will change in April, I want to say, is like our annual. So like it'll reset again. As of right now, I don't think it's going to change much because we've been kind of hovering right around this amount. So I think we'll probably have a similar amount moving forward after April, but it's nice that it does reset every single year and kind of like readjust based on your usage from the past year. Actually, I think they did every 6 months. So I think we did. Yeah, we got like a 6-month estimate too. And that brings our total fixed expenses to $4,008 and our total remaining to $3,692. So moving up to our variable expenses. So for the month, we are going to be doing our regular $200 for spending. That's $100 for each, my husband and I. This has been working out well for us for quite a long time. Again, similar to other things in our budget, I would like to increase this eventually, but it's not a priority right now. So we're going to leave it as $200. That's working fine for us. My husband and I are not like super spendy people in general, or at least we try not to be. So it's kind of nice to have like a smaller limit to our spending. And then we have our gas. So this is like gas for our cars. We have that at $300. That seems like it's been working out pretty well. I went back and looked at like our Chase credit card, which is like one of the credit cards that we use the most. We use our Southwest card for like our daily expenses, like all of these variables. And I went back and looked at our gas spending for the entire year last year, and it was like roughly $250 to $300 a month. So I think this will be good. Again, my husband did change jobs at the end of the year, so that's not super relevant because the whole year he wasn't working at that job. But, you know, I just went back to like, because I was interested to see kind of what we were spending. And I think we're right around the range of $250 to $300 a month on gas. Obviously in the summer, it's typically more, so I might need to bump this up in the coming months, but $300 should be fine for now. And groceries, we're going to do $900 for the month. I'm really going to try to stick to that. I did increase it for January because we did not eat out at all. I'm filming this while we're still in January, obviously, and we still have not eaten out, which I'm very proud of. We have not spent any money eating out this month. I'm incredibly proud of that because if you guys have been on my channel, you know how difficult it is for us not to eat out. But for the last few Januaries, we have, I think this is our 3rd year doing it. We use January as like a reset and we don't eat out the whole month. So it's been nice to have like a health reset and like spending reset. So I'm hoping we can stick to $900 for February. February is also like a little bit of a shorter month. So again, hoping we can be on the lower end for that. Fun and kids, I'm budgeting $75. I normally budget $100, but in these winter months, like there's really just not a lot for us to do. So we'll see. I'm going to go with $75. One thing that my son really wants to do is go ice skating. And we actually have an ice skating like place near us. So I think we're going to go do that. So that'll probably come out in February. I'm thinking we'll probably do that in February. I don't know that we'll have time in the rest of January to do that. And miscellaneous, we do $200 a month for miscellaneous. That catches any like extra stuff and anything that like we didn't budget for. Typically that ends up being things with my kids or their school, because if you know, you know, there's like always a spirit day or like send $5 for something or a field trip or whatever. So $200 for miscellaneous. And for dining out, I'm going to budget $300. I'm hoping we won't spend it all. I'm going to be putting some parameters on dining out in February because I do feel like having other parameters except for just our budget is helpful for me. So I'm thinking we might do like once a week eating out and like choose a day. So like, for example, we could choose like Saturday. Like we will eat out one time every single week on Saturday or Wednesday or whatever, hoping we can still stay under that budget. And most likely we'll do takeout because that's what we normally do anyway. So like $50 typically a time that we go out for takeout, give or take $40 to $50. So if we can do once a week, we should be under that budget pretty easily, but I'm going to do $300 just to be safe. Total variable expenses are $1,975, and that leaves our remaining at $1,717. And next category is our sinking funds. So sinking funds are super helpful to help you stay out of debt and to save up for things that you need. So the 5 sinking funds that we've had for years now at this point, we have not changed these in quite a while because they've been working out really, really well for us. We have a car sinking fund. This is things like car maintenance, car insurance, car registration, anything related to our cars. Then we have our home fund. So this is anything related to our house. So like furnace filters, paint, anything else, like some random home decor sometimes or whatever. Christmas, obviously Christmas gifts, anything related to Christmas. Kids, we typically use this one for like back to school, and then like sports fees or like random things that we need to buy them. This one is more for like fun stuff, but this one I use more for like the bigger ticket items, like I said, like school fees, etc. So that's that. And then vacation, self-explanatory. Obviously, we want to go on vacations with our family. We typically have been taking a vacation every single year with my sister's family, which we're doing again in 2025. So needing to save up money for that. So for our car sinking fund, we are doing $75. That has been working out well. We do have a little bit of a cushion built up in there from when we purchased my husband's car, which we are now looking to replace. But we did purchase him like a quote unquote temporary car a year, I think ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I can't remember. But when we bought him that like temporary car, we were way under budget. Like we had budgeted $10,000. We spent less than I think $4,000 on the car. So we still have quite a buffer in our car sinking fund, which is nice. We will probably reallocate some of that to our car fund when we buy another car. But for now, we're just putting $75 a month there for like oil changes and that kind of thing. For home, we are doing $100 a month. For Christmas, we are also doing $100 a month. For our kids, I'm right now just doing $50 a month because that's been working out fine. And for vacation, we are doing $200 this month. And that leaves our total sinking funds at $525 and our total remaining at $1,192. So again, if you don't have sinking funds right now, I highly recommend. I personally keep all of our sinking funds and our emergency fund in one high yield savings account. If you don't have a high yield savings account, please go open one. It is so easy and a lot of extra money, especially right now when the interest rates are on the higher end. So if you are just using like your regular bank account savings account, please go open a high yield savings account. Even if you only have a few $100s in there, it will add up over time. So definitely go open a high yield savings account if you haven't already. And our last category is our car fund. So this is where all of our extra money is going this month. So we will have $1,192, hopefully more, because like I said in the beginning of the video, we do put all of our extra income towards this goal. So hopefully we will have more than that, but that is like basically like our minimum that I'm hoping to put towards that. And that leaves us with a zero-based budget. And that is always the goal for the month, is to have a zero-based budget. Every dollar has a name. And yeah, that is all I have for our February budget. Let me know in the comments down below if you have done your February budget yet. I would love to hear about it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.